Hi guys, welcome back to Morant's Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I want to talk about HYMC. So this is a very touchy subject for me only because I know exactly what's happening. And it's like I'm speaking in a vacuum, like no one can hear me. So AMC crowd, if you're out there, I make these videos for you with the hopes, not that I'm going to save you any money, it's just not possible at this point. I just want you to know the truth. So when it does come out, there's a record out there that says, you know what? Someone actually said this is what's happening. And it's all true, guys. This is all facts. There's no feelings here. And hopefully you guys can see right through the mess that is HYMC, the gold mine company that Adam Aaron is telling you he's investing in. So let's go step by step, guys. Nothing too formal here, guys. Welcome back to Morant's Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Let's go ahead and take a part in this. First, I was highly confident with AMC's skill. AMC's skill could quickly right the ship at HYMC, right? HYCROFT. We just did. Eric Sprott and AMC invested $56 million. I told you it's 56, guys. I told you this 2 weeks ago. You didn't even have to tell me what it was, when it was, because I saw the SEC filing and I tried to explain it to people and they weren't listening. Now we raised a breathtaking $139 million more cash equity. I don't think people understand what that means, but I will in a minute. 195 total is what they've raised in only 2 weeks. Calm seas, smooth sailing ahead. Not even close. It's not even that close. This is the biggest pump and dump masquerade I've ever seen. And in plain sight to anyone in retail that doesn't know what's happening. This is crazy, guys. So raising equity, as he puts it, would then be diluting stock and raising cash, as in you're offering your shares. So there is no other way to raise money other than to dilute shares for these guys. This is the way they do business. Look at AMC. They've diluted their shares 400 million over the last 2 years to raise liquidity. If you knew that you'd have to dilute your shares 400 million, i.e. 400% on what they used to have, that's why their float's diluted. And then what do you have for? What do you have to speak for? 1.5 billion? Okay, I got you on that. But look what you spent here, and it's not about the money spent, guys. This is pennies. $56 million is nothing to a company that has $1.5 billion at their disposal. But it means a lot. It means a lot because it's about you. It's not about them. It's about manipulating you. Listen to this. His skill to raise capital is not them selling it to, and they're not selling it to institutions, guys. They're not selling the insiders. No one. They're selling it to you, to people. And that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing because you're buying poisoned goods. This is what the rap sheet, what the fundamentals, what the balance sheet looks like for HYMC. You see all these red numbers here? Hundreds of percent down, hundreds and hundreds. The one that really matters to me is revenue. They only make $100 million. You put in 56 million and they only make 100 million. You put in more than half of what they make. You're staking it on that? Let's go down to this crazy number here. FCF yield. They are under 424%. They don't make money. Guys, to give you an example, you can go look at, let's just go look at AMC. AMC, the company that does not make money either. But let's just go look at them. They're negative 6%, right? Like that's livable. Like you can get by with that. You can get by with 2% negative. 400 plus percent is not something you can live by. The other telling factor that you guys should really be looking into is right here. Insider ownership is 0.9%. Does that sound familiar? All the insiders have sold this company. Before you ever walked in, before you ever bought a share of HYMC, you, the retail investor, you should know what you're being fed. You're being fed to the slaughter. It's an absolute slaughter. Let's go into it even more. This is going to be, there's several filings here, okay, guys, on the SEC. So the original filing was on the 1st. It's right here. March 1st, as you see it here. This is the agreement for them to pay their lenders. And the lending that they're doing is through the Sprott, right? So Sprott is one lending group, and they are the creditor, and the borrower is They're the collector, I should say, and the borrower is HYCROFT. So Sprott, Private Resource Lending, okay, and HYCROFT, they came to an agreement on the 1st of March. Additional agreement was then written, and it's right here. And this agreement here on the SEC filing is what they call the agreement with Sprott Private Resource Lending, the collector. Okay, so the Sprott agreement, as I've called it, as they call it as well, the Sprott agreement. Okay, and I made this video already, but apparently got to make it again because people thought I was lying last night in the Spaces call. This means, okay, as you go down, that by March 31st, 2022, right here, they agreed to have a payment of $50 million plus fees to Sprott. They're going to pay them $50 million. What that allows them to do, guys, it's not an investment based off of we're going to make money, we're going to get gold, there's silver out here, we're going to back an NFT dividend. It has nothing to do with that. Oh, God. This all has to do with helping someone out. HYMC is owned solely by Mudrick. Mudrick holds the shares. Institutions don't hold it. Institutions do own it. Insiders don't hold it at all. This is a hedge fund pump and dump, and they've been dumping it on you. When you look at this, they make the payment before March 31st. That's why AMC got in it. They don't have to make any payments whatsoever to the credit agreement. They don't have to make any payments till May 31st, 2025. So now they bought themselves 3 years to pump liquidity into that stock that they're diluting to the tune of $500 million or 1.4 billion shares, whichever one comes first. But what did they do with their private placement? So private placement is when a company agrees to do exactly what we just said, pump out the 56. So who's the sucker? The sucker is the individual who agrees to pay 10% of the senior notes secured on a non-exchange agreement. So 10% of this agreement is $50 million, guys. And that's right here. At least $50 million by that date again. Well, who is the private company? Private placement is right here. On March 24th, 22, the one who entered into the agreement is right here. AMC. AMC with the purchasers and Sprott. They're in an agreement now. And AMC agrees that they're going to buy shares. Okay, now the share agreement that they're getting is about $1.19 a piece. But the approximate offering is there, and they have to hold over 50% of that offering. That means they can't even sell the shares if they wanted to. They have to continually hold half of the 46 million shares. They actually have to hold 23 million shares at $1.19 a piece is where they originally got them. But why does that matter? That matters because Adam Aron says AMC knew they could right the ship. What he means is retail could help. Retail could buy the shares. And that's exactly what they've done. But all for what, guys? For pennies? This is your $1 billion idea how to pay your debt down? Not even close. It's not about AMC. It's about Mudrick. And it's always been about Mudrick from the beginning. And I'll even go over that in a minute. But we'll keep going down. Because as you come down, guys, and you see what's happening and what they agree upon, the board right here, 1.4 billion Class A shares. This is what they agree to dilute. They've approved, and this is what they're going to come for. So they're actually going to go through with that. Will not be effective until 20 days after the company distributes information and settlement. So in 20 days, you're officially going to have that on you on the numbers. So when you're saying it's short, yes, they're shorting it like crazy right now because they know it's going to be diluted. They know they're going to make money off this short, guys. They're going to make so much money. It has nowhere to go but down. This is unfortunate for everyone involved. This has nothing, like I said to you guys, nothing to do with gold, nothing to do with any of that, and nothing to do with AMC as well, other than the fact that they are the cash. They are the ones doing the transaction. Now, the ownership of the cells is zero from HYCROFT. HYCROFT, the company, owns 0 shares, period. They hold none. The 0.0, whatever it is, they don't hold anything. The people that hold these shares are AMC and Mudrick. Now, why does it matter for AMC? I have a problem with AMC holding a big company like that because you see this. I'm going to give you guys an example. If you wanted to buy gold, you want to buy any type of mining company, you want to put you want to put some type of stake into a company. This is what the balance sheet should look like. It should look something like this. All green, crazy money. It makes money. It makes sense. This is what you invest in. As an investor, how could you ever buy a company worth nothing? You literally bought this. This is what you bought. You bought this monster of a teardown all the way down to 29 cents a share, 24 cents a share at some points 2 weeks ago. And now it's tuning up and making money, but it's not making AMC any money. It's not doing what you think. It's just going to dilute this even further. What's the upside for AMC at this point? Zero, because they want this to go down. Nobody wants this to go up. That's not why they prolonged it. Why they prolonged this payment plan. This company makes $0. It's worse than you think. It's unbelievable. But let me show you why. Here's why. I'm going to show you pepper with salt right here. And I hope you guys can hear it pretty clearly. I'm pretty sure you can, right? Oh.
Shares that are sold to Mudrick. So there's some speculation coming from the APE community, the retail investors out there, that the sale that took place with Mudrick was, it's a little bit shady, not in terms of what AMC did, but how they sold it and the way they got out of the stock.
So listen, Trey is asking point blank, Adam Aaron, why did you sell the shares to Mudrick? And these guys got 8.5 million shares during the run-up. What's going on? And listen to this.
They sold it immediately the next week on Monday, and then followed it up with a statement with, being AMC is overvalued. Do you have anything to speak on about that? Because there's just a little bit of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in terms of the way that whole transaction took place.
Sure, I've got a lot to say about that. And the way you phrase the question, Trey, is the way some of the people in your community, our community, are talking, but it's not actually accurate. So, and there's some nuances here. So the first thing is that Mudrick Capital has been incredibly helpful to AMC. I want to remind you that back in December, when no one would give AMC a dime,
no one gave AMC a dime, guys, back in December. No, we know that part. Remember, they diluted their shares all the way to the tune of $800 million in the bank at $2 a share. They sold 400 million shares to retail and anyone who, the pariahs here, that wanted to. That's Mudrick. Did Mudrick do them a favor by buying those shares? Yeah, it floated them a couple more months, and then they fell onto what? This movement, this Trey and Matt and everyone else out there who's been manipulated into putting money into this company. Now, look at what Adam Aaron does to pay back the favor, okay? He went ahead and sold AMC shares right back to them. Now, he's paying back the favor again by buying this dead mining company and telling you he's there to make money. They raised money, all right. Your money, not their own. No institutions are buying in. You have no plan.
Give AMC a dime. Give AMC a dime. Mudrick Capital took a big risk and lent us $100 million. $100 million. And that was the catalyst for our continued capital raising between mid-December and late January that brought in $1.2 billion. And I don't think we would have raised the $1.2 billion if Mudrick hadn't given us the first $100 million.
There you go. You wouldn't have raised the hundreds of millions of dollars if Mudrick didn't give you that first $100 million. I know what it is. This is I scratch your back, you scratch mine. But if you guys don't know what HYCROFT Mining Company is and what that investment is, it's no different than AMC. It is smoke and mirrors. I've tried to warn you guys. I guess I have to keep making videos. I wish you guys all the best of luck. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I hope all of you lose every single dollar you ever put in because you need to be taught this lesson. This lesson is I'm not skeptical. This lesson is I'm being very practical with you. I'm giving you everything. You might hate me. You might hate my delivery. You might hate my face, my voice. But you can't dispute documented facts. And the facts are these guys are diluting those shares right in front of you. Second, that company is a ghost machine. It's a hollow company. It doesn't make a single dollar. It is a straight pump and dump. Adam Aaron should go to prison after this. We'll have to see how good we are. Peace, millionaires.